I want to apologize if the video's choppy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this off a webcam. Don't have a real good camera, but I had some information I want to pass along to everybody here on YouTube. Um, I've been looking for about a year into making my own jacketed 223 rifle bullets. Well, .224 for my 223. And I found kits online to where you can swage once fired 22 rimfire brass into a jacket for your rifle bullets. And those kits off the internet generally run about $150 just to get the rimfire jacket maker. That's not counting the core seating die and the point form die and all that fun stuff. Um, so this is my first project to tackle, and I'm a cheapskate. So I got looking online, or got looking at other places online, and ended up coming up with this, which is it's a Lee .224 diameter sizing die for sizing your cast lead bullets. If you cast any, that's what you use, or that's what I use. I don't use a lubricizer. I prefer this. Um, but same thing as you would use for 45 or anything like that, only it's for 224. And the only problem with using this setup is that whenever you get it out of the box, the sorry, whenever you get it out of the box, there is a nipple here at the bottom that doesn't that goes at the base of the bullet and makes sure there's no seepage out around the base, and so it seals up fairly tight to the inside of the die. And the first thing you have to do to make this work is you have to take this nipple, and basically it's a really hard steel. It might be carbide, I'm not really sure, but you have to, well, what I did was chuck it up in a drill and take some sandpaper and just hold to it for about half an hour or so while I was watching TV until the 22 brass will actually go down on top of it with not side to side play, but enough that it's not going to get jammed on there. And then use a fairly fine sandpaper that way. It's got a nice halfway polished finish. Um, so that's the part about making the die. And it also comes with this handy dandy little uh, catcher for whenever you're sizing a bunch of bullets. So you take your Lee Liquid A-Locks, which actually comes with the die set. Um, Works really well, believe it or not. I didn't think it would, but I figured I'd give it a shot since I had it here anyway. So go ahead and get a little bit of that on your finger, rub it on rub it on the nipple, and then take your 22 brass and stick it on that nipple. And take a little more and put it on the outside of the brass, and then run it up a little bit. Oh, it's getting stuck there. There we go. Stuff is slick. Run it up a little more, and just kind of turn it a little bit at a time, and you'll get the feel for it. But then you just run it on ahead up through inside the die. Then you take another one, same process. You don't have to lube the nipple every time. It'll last probably 4 or 5 sizings. It just kind of depends. Um, and then put that on there, rub it around nice and good, and then run it in. So I'm going to do one more here. And occasionally you will have the head of your brass pop off. It's no big deal. You just kind of pull it out of there, and remember that you only paid $20 for the die. There we go. Okay. You pull off my top here, and what you end up getting out of here is these, which is it's rimfire brass. And as you can see, shoot, I think I already sized all my brass I had laying here. Anyway, as you can see, the head, the rim is gone off of the brass. It's been swaged back into the jacket material. Well, it's a jacket now. And It should work just like any other jacket. I'm hoping. Haven't tried it yet, but it seems to look fairly promising. Um, and like I said, I spent 20 bucks on the dye. It wasn't 150. If it doesn't work, I'm out 20 bucks instead of 150 bucks. And hopefully that'll help you guys out there. Maybe you can get some other ideas off that and run with it. If not, sorry, but I think it works pretty decent. And I'll let y'all be your own judges. See you.